Good morning. Getting everything lined up here. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? How are you? How's everybody doing this morning? Hello, hello. Good morning, Lucas. Hey, Instagram is working finally. It's been like a month. Hey, SP. I'm coming for you, my friend. How many? Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I'm going to come see my friend. I'm going to go see my friend in Scotland. I'm so excited. So excited. Good morning. Good morning. Hi, Yessie. How's everybody doing? We got people in the Instagram, which is kind of cool. We never have people over there. I'll take it. All right. Got everything lined up here. It's pretty impressive. Hi, Kenzie. How are you? I know, SP. Matt was like, are you sure she wants to show people around? I mean, she lives there. Does she really want to be like a tour guide? I'm like, he's so afraid he's going to like impose. I'm like, oh no, she's living for this. She's living for us coming. I'm so excited. So excited. So hello, everybody. Come on in. Let's tap the screen. Let's share the live. I have a whole 2 people on TikTok. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. We got to get more. Oh, thank you. I do have some exciting, fun stuff today, Kenzie. I do, actually. I have a cool thing that we're going to share. I've got my bestie, Carey Kaas, is coming in just a few minutes. I think she's going to be on TikTok, though. And good morning, Christy. Good morning. And yeah. And I've been working on, so August is my birthday month, and I'm working on some kind of cool, exciting stuff. Some cool, exciting stuff. So maybe some rebranding, some relaunching, some redoing, glowing up stuff that I've been working on. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Kids got you sick or me sick? I'm not sick. I'm good. I hope they don't have you sick. I'm good. And hello, Michelle. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, I'm excited. We got all kinds of stuff. So Carey and I have an event this weekend. There's only 2 spots left, by the way, for this exclusive event. And if you're interested, you might want to book soon. I have a feeling that by the end of the live, it's going to be sold out. That's the goal anyway. Yeah, so everyone, if you could, especially in TikTok, if you could tap the screen, share out the live, do all the things, that'd be amazing. Let's get the room filled, the energy going, everything hyped up and exciting, and everything's exciting. I'm so excited. And raise your hand if you are an Outlander fan. How many Outlander fans do I have in here? Oh, SP. Oh my gosh. I know, right? SP, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. But I've got something here, and I'm wearing my La Dame Blanche shirt, and I'm wearing my Outlander crown because I just got a new thing in the mail yesterday. Favorite Outlander heritage Scott. Yes, Kenzie. I'm going to be in Scotland in just 2 weeks. It's a theme, honey, right, Yessie? Also, Yessie, I missed you in class last night. I miss your face. Where are you? Why are you, like, busy with your 100 kids and family and living life stuff? Dumb. It is a theme because I have a thing right here in my hot little hands that is Outlander And I am so excited. I know I am the La Dame Blanche of our little friend group. So fun fact, over on the YouTubes, my friend Sarah is in there right now. Good morning, Anita. And I'm actually going to be going. I met her through an Outlander fangirl group after I didn't discover Outlander until 2020 during lockdown. And I was like, well, we're in a show hole. What next? Somebody recommended it. And my husband and I were like, this is the coolest show ever. I'm that person who will not, I refuse to go online and look at anything. Oh, happy birthday to your daughter, Yessie. I until I'm completely done with a series, right? Or until it's come to an end where we're waiting. So we're still waiting for the final season of Outlander. Hi, Kelly. So after this was back when it was only 4 seasons, I believe. And so we were all just waiting. So I was like, all right, that's it. I'm doing the deep dive. And I go in, I join all these Facebook fangirl groups, and I end up meeting this group of people that we are amazing, amazing friends. And they're like sisters from around the world. I've met, in person, I've met my friends April and Mandy, and I've met Marissa, and the only one I haven't met is I have not met our mutual friend Jeannie yet. She's on my list, but I'm actually heading to Scotland, and I will get to meet our friend. We call her SP, short for Scottish Princess, because she's amazing. And so she will be. We're gonna be hitting Edinburgh. I'm learning how to say Edinburgh. I'm learning how to say it the right way. You are my Scottish princess, and I'm gonna have to I wonder if I can carefully pack my crown. Good morning, Justice. I'm gonna see if I can pack my stones crown and my La Dame Blanche shirt, and then I can't wait to show off this cool thing that I got, Edinburgh. So I have a friend who's a medium also. You guys probably know him, Mark, spiritual plumber Mark. He lives in Edinburgh, but he's been dodging me. Little punk. I'm gonna have to hunt him down. He's like a brother from another mother. I'm pretty sure we were brother sister in a past life. So I'm hoping I'm doing a call out. Calling Mark. He's gonna pop in eventually, and I'll shout him out. Please go to some of the castles my relatives are part of. Douglas clan. Look at the Douglas. Oh, very cool. Yeah, we're going to be doing whirlwind tour through Scotland. We are landing in Edinburgh, but getting a car and immediately driving we're going to go Mid-Hope Castle. I'm doing all the Outlander Scottish things. And so we're doing a loop where and then from there we're going to Isle of Skye, and then Inverness, and all the stuff in between. And then back to, we were going to go to Aberdeen to see my friend, SP. However, we're just gonna make her take the train in to meet us, and she's gonna hang with us for a whole day and a half. I'm so excited. A whole day, love it. And I did not make this crown, but I had it made. I had it custom made by what's her name now? Shoot, it used to be Mystic Mind Design. Now it's Dame X Made. She does custom crowns. I've got a few. I've had her make a few for me. I've got my big Leo energy. This one I'll be wearing a lot in August. And then this is my Caradwyn homage to the Celtic culture. This is my Outlander. And then this is my Akatar Amrin crown. This is amazing. This is woof. Love this one. That has the most energy of all of them. I'm hoping to I think we're going to go find some stones while we're there, some big standing stones. And of course I'm going to have to shoot a video of me trying to go through the stones, but it's going to have to be funny. It's going to have to be funny. Hi, Rebecca. Hello. Don't be going through the stones, but listen, but what if I did? So I have this cool thing. So Diana Gabaldon, or Gabaldon, I don't know how to say her last name, and worked with an artist to come up with And I just received yesterday an Outlander Oracle deck. Let's just take a moment. Why do I only have 8 people on TikTok? The FYP is not loving me right now, is what I'm feeling. The TikTok gods are not with me. I can do it. I'm totally going to go through the stones in Scotland if I will myself. So I've got in my hot little hands that just released, we've got the Outlander Oracle deck. Now I am actually working with an artist. I've been working on these for a while. I'm making an Outlander tarot deck. Just so you all know. See, I had a feeling that was happening. That's so weird, Mimi. So if you guys could please on TikTok share out the live. I need to see you guys sharing. Like copy link, share, copy link, or like send to your friends, swipe out, swipe back in, do it again. Because normally I've got a lot more people in here and I'm like just now at 10. That's weird. So yeah, I'm calling on those ancestors. That's right. So it comes with a nice little book, but I'm actually working on with my artist friend. Her name's Alicia, and she's a fantastic artist. And we're doing a watercolor take. We're doing watercolor, and I'm writing the book on I'm writing the descriptions and how they relate to each of the cards. But it's a tarot deck instead of an oracle deck. So, check out this cool box. So here's the box. Yeah, I'm so excited. And now these are not mine. I did not create these. I'm just excited for these. But yeah, we'll be working on trying to get this done. We're gonna try to get the deck done in time for season 8 to be released. That's our goal. All right. Ooh, check it out. Okay, so here's the design. I know, I'm excited, SP. Aren't these cool? They're so pretty. I know. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's check out the artwork with these. The Arbiter. Oh, that would be the lawyer. So I'm thinking I'm going to be doing... Thank you, Kelly. Got my dragon on this morning. For those of you in the other platforms, TikTok's got I just got a dragon head and I was breathing fire and it was cool. Good morning, Lucy. So yeah, I'm showing off my new Outlander deck and I've got my La Dame Blanche shirt on that I got from my Outlander Sassy Sassenach friends. And I just got my Outlander deck yesterday. And so yeah, I think we're going to be doing some readings with these today. I think that you guys down for that? You good for that? I know, aren't these awesome? And this one is Artificer. And then the Caregiver. It looks like they did more the book interpretations than the movie, which is fine with me. The book interpretations of the characters. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a good blend of book and show. I was like, what's the word? Aren't these pretty? The Defender, Murtaugh. So this definitely is more of a movie take on Murtaugh because the book take on Murtaugh is very different. Good morning, Paula. The Disciple. I didn't make these, Lucy. I just got these. Yes, it's an Outlander deck. And I'm going to be going to Scotland in a couple of weeks. Like, this is all coming together, friends. This is all, you better believe there's going to be some serious videos coming out of Scotland in a couple of weeks. So this is pretty cool, that the Disciple. So I'm like really curious to get in. Oh, this is a good one. The False Messiah. The False Messiah. Yep. I know. I mean, this is on so many levels. I love this card so much. Like we're by the way, we're seeing these in real time together. I've not seen these yet. Hopefully your trip can make it right for the other TikToker that ruined it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There's another TikToker that ruined Scotland. How is that? What? That's terrible. That's not cool. I know, I like that one too. Bonnie Prince Charlie. The Bonnie Prince, the false messiah. I know, right? Friend. Oh, interesting. All right, so you guys know this reference if you've watched Outlander. Okay, sounds good, Kenzie. Playing chess. We all know who the friend is. Yep, John Gray. All right, Hanged Man. See, it looks like, and now the Hanged Man is very, very relevant because that was actually there was an episode in season 4, I believe, or was it 3? It was 4, season 4, where the Hanged Man, it was a whole name of an episode. Okay, cool, Lucy. Good morning, Tammy. Hello. So Hanged Man, all right, let's see. Okay, yeah, these are definitely book characters. This is Book Jamie right here, the hero, Book Jamie. I'm so excited. I cannot tell you how excited I am. Okay, so I'm going to have to take these, for sure, take these with me to Scotland. And then maybe, I don't know that I'll have time to jump on lives, but I'm going to try. Because my husband oftentimes will go running. And just like leave me to chill. These are Outlander cards. These just came out. These are the Outlander Oracle deck. I'm still creating my tarot deck with my artist. She has come along. Oh man, she's getting a lot done. I'm so excited. Exactly how we imagined Jamie before the show, right? Good morning, Christy. So yeah, the Lover's card. So it looks like they did a few like tarot named cards in this Oracle deck. The Manipulator, and let's see, who would this be? I feel like, I don't know, who do you guys think the Manipulator would be in the Outlander series? What do we think? Governor Tryon, maybe. That's what I think. What do you all think? Oh yeah, duh, Jack. I don't know. He doesn't really manipulate. He just does what he wants. But yeah, Jack Randall could be that character. No. You know who's a manipulator? Oh my God, why is that? The short squatty guy that ends up getting oh no. Well, that happens a lot, Lucy. Like, Insta's not exactly user friendly with this. Oh shoot. The guy it says your head is so pretty attached. It'd be ashamed if your head and shoulders were detached or something like that. Well, shoot. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? He's evil. He's terrible and horrible. And his end was fantastic. And Duke, no. He's, oh my God, why? Why am I forgetting right now? I can't believe, I feel like I'm going to have to watch the whole series now before I go to Scotland. I can see his face. Why? Hi, Carey. Are you ready? When you're ready to come in, just hit the request, and I'll bring you into TikTok. Shoot. Why am I okay? I gotta look this up. Why am I forgetting? Outlander, Duke of Sandringham. Duke of Sandringham. Yeah. Terrible. Oh, Dougal also, but Dougal was not a writing guy. He's a war guy. This one manipulated in writing. Okay. Oh, here comes Carey. Here comes Carey in the TikToks.
Hi. Oh, I keep going with your conversation. I don't want.
That's okay.
So go for it. Let me get my camera on. There we go. Okay. Hello. There we go. Go ahead. Keep going. I want to hear what's going on.
Oh, my Outlander deck came.
Oh.
The Oracle deck. So I'm kind of, because I'm getting ready to go to Scotland. So I got my La Dame Blanche. I got my Outlander crown on.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Good morning. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for you. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited for you on that trip. I tell you, it's the time, it's the vibes, it's the everything. It's here come the dragons. Let's go. Woo. It's going to be, oh my God. Talk about imprinting. Can't wait.
Right? So, I know. I got to do some, I feel like I need to do some energy work before I go that helps me connect.
Yes.
A little bit better before so when I'm like flying in, I can feel it. I want to feel this trip. I want to feel the energy.
You setting that intention, I think, is gonna be the thing. I think probably maybe even different than any other trip you've ever taken in that regard. I think I can totally see you, just because of where you are on your journey and what you're excited about, both on your own path, but as a teacher, I think it's going to be great.
I think it's going to be awesome. And I find it interesting because Ireland was very energetically. I was very energetically connected to Ireland.
Yes.
And that's where my family came from.
Yeah.
But even before Ireland, like it's tracking even further back to Scotland. So
it's going to be awesome.
I know. I'm going to have to buy a whole outfit. I know, right?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. The other overlay would definitely be the past life memories. You know what I mean? I think that having those connecting in with those energies would be very interesting.
I know. Well, what's really crazy is, and I don't know if I've told you this story or not. So my two friends, April and Mandy, that come to visit me, that we met in a Facebook group, they had me do a past life regression on each of them. And I had one done by someone else, but we didn't share results.
Yeah.
We just wanted to see, let's just experiment. Because we were like, how are we so close? We met on the internet through an Outlander group. Like, why are we so close? Why do we get each other like this?
Yeah.
And so I regressed both of them at two different times. They did not share each other's stories. We all three landed in the same time, same place, same castle. And we were all three seers.
See, that's when you really know that something is evidential, because when you do those types of case studies, because that you don't have a bias to the outcome. You're not trying to make it fit. You're going in your own experience and layering it. And that just speaks to the fabric of spirit and of consciousness and of timelines, and it just brings it home even further, all the work that you're doing, that we're doing, and it validates. It's just remarkable. That's really cool.
I know. It was really, really neat. Hello, Todd. Those people are popping in all my other platforms.
All your other people. Hooray.
Yeah. So for those of you watching over here on the Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I've got my bestie over here, Carey, also a sister from another mister. I'm telling you, we and according to was it Fielding that told us this?
Yes.
Fielding told us that we were actually priestesses together in a past life, which also tracks.
It does make sense. Well, and also if you think about what connected us in the first place, it had to do with you, both our individual working with past lives. I mean, that's where it started. And so if you think about even that, and then I am like you right now, I'm really going down a deeper rabbit hole of karmic patterns and being able to, I've just ordered a book this morning, which connects in evolutionary astrology, which is all about past lives, karmic patterns, and then the healing work that, you and I both do, and that I do in the Akashic records to clear past life karma. And so it just all kind of makes sense. You and I meeting when we did, and all these things. And that's why even for you going on this trip, why it's going to be so different than it would have been 5 years ago for you.
Oh, absolutely. And and my husband and I we're pretty like, hey, when we decide we want to go somewhere,
oh yeah,
please go. This has been like the weirdest trip to try to get on the books and to get going, because he'll be like, well, what if we go to an island instead? Well, nobody says, okay, I don't want to go to an island, but I'm like, Scotland's an island. Let's go.
Yeah.
There's around Scotland. But he was like, how about, since we couldn't do our trip out west to go see you?
Yes, I know.
Then he was like, well, what if we just go to Scotland for a week? I'm like, okay.
That's so amazing.
Twist my arm.
You know, it'd be interesting, Lorenda, for you to think about doing is to really look at some of the sacred spaces like ahead of time. So just to see where there is a lot of activity, and just where people in our space, the work we do, where they find energetic ley lines and points in Scotland. That would be really interesting.
You're right. That does need to be on my list of deep dives. Now that Matt, I think it's funny. He was like, okay, Lorenda, if we're going to do this, you have to plan it. I'm like, okay. And every time I'd sit down to try to work on it, he'd be like, no, but I already planned this, this, and this. I'm like, okay, well, I'm done. I got things to do. Mama's got things to do.
You're a little bit busy.
A little busy. So, but now that we understand the route and the days that we're going to be places, now I can look at the route and go, hey, honey, you're pulling over right now because there's a castle over here, or there's some ley line, there's some things over.
You've got your itinerary. I love it. It's gonna be
We're going to go to the ferry circles on Isle of Skye.
Oh my gosh. That's
all
amazing.
The things.
Hi, Michael. Good to see you. Do you know Michael, by the way, Lorenda? Right? I think I might have introduced you to him. Michael is an amazing medium from England, and very much, I think, someone that is completely out of the box. I want to say when it comes to mediumship, he's a delight. So make sure you're following him, everybody.
I think I might be following him.
Wonderful medium. He's just so present, and bringing through amazing evidence. So make sure you guys are following him. Ley lines are so interesting to me. Always have been. That and the Brumida. I don't know what the Brumida is. I'm sure I'm not sure what that word means, but ley lines are incredible, and that is a whole nother thing. Let me see. Yeah, Brumida. I'll tag Michael here. This is Michael's. I can't know if I can tag him. And anyway, Michael's right there. Psychic Medium Michael. Sorry.
There he is. Yes, he might be able to like.
Yeah, Psychic Medium Michael. He's my friend. So yeah, it's going to be very special. I can't wait to hear about everything and to see how things are going and like what's going on with the energy. No need, but thank you. I know Michael's got like a massive, like hundreds of thousands of people follow him. He's so sweet. He comes in my little 23,000, depth and quality here. Can't pin. Oh, okay, that's okay because he's probably on my side. Anyway, Psychic Medium Michael. This is him right here. Y'all can see him. He's very sweet. So, but anywho, so yeah, I'm so excited for you. I think it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing to tap into the energy there and just to see what happens in general for you.
I know. I know. And then also to connect to yet another sister friend, like my friend Sarah, SP as we call her. So I'm excited. Like I'll have boots on the ground friends to connect to, and then.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know you were meeting a friend as well.
I am.
Tell us about that.
Here. Hi,
Hannah. Oh, Hannah's in here. This is our mentor. Okay, we're sorry. We're doing shout outs. Okay, you guys. Gosh, I don't know if I can pin because I do. So Hannah's social search marketing, you guys, if you're in here, please make sure you follow. All our Brits are coming over.
I know.
She's Lorenda, my mentor for social media and especially for Pinterest. So make sure you're following her if you're building a business, please and thank you.
Yeah.
She's woohoo! I love it. She caught us.
Yeah, the things that we've learned from Hannah.
We've learned so much from Hannah.
I'm still not even through all the material yet, but I'm like implementing one little thing at a time, and every time I do, it expands. It just expands more and more. And then,
incredible.
I'm just being honest. I look smarter.
You do. Well, and you know what's funny is that Hannah is one of those people that she has so much knowledge, and literally, she sees a problem with something you might be challenged with, and she gives you like 20 answers, and you're just like, oh my God, this is just the way her brain works, right?
I know. My brain does not work that way. Like you and I have to get together at least once a week, spend 2 hours together, and we just like
put a concept in, compile it, move it down. She's helped us a lot.
Yeah, she really has
a lot. So we've been working with her since January. We love you, Hannah.
We do. Yeah, we do.
Just kidding. But yeah, she has an amazing group. She has an incredible group. So please, I'm so happy you're here too.
Hannah Social Search. Social Search Marketing.
Her. Yeah, that's her. Yeah, thank you.
People on my other platforms are asking.
Yeah, make sure you follow Hannah. She's in like all the time she has so much information freaking on her website. On her TikTok account. She constantly does education. So if you look in the comments, you'll see her. She's at Hannah Social. Let me get her. I keep wanting to pin.
Yeah.
Hang on.
I don't think you can pin because you're not a moderator for me.
I know I can't. I'm not a moderator.
I don't know how to pin myself. So
I know. She's Hannah Social Search Marketing. Just check the comments, guys. She'll be in there.
Let me see if I can figure it.
Yeah, and I love it now. She's having us do a challenge on focusing on certain things. And when you do hi everybody. So when you do this kind of work and you do like healing work or readings or things like that, it's not always the first inclination for you to know how to build a business. And so one of the things that's, for me, I do business mentorship now, but it's because I have, 25 years of small business experience. But most people Lorenda and I work with, they haven't ever done a business. They have great mediumship abilities or psychic work, healing, but they have a hard time with business, which does make a lot of sense, and so people like Hannah specialize really in helping people like us. She makes everything really clear and easy. So she helps you on TikTok, she helps you on Pinterest, she helps you on YouTube. Oh my God, did you say? Oh, thank you. We love the hot air balloons. We love them. Look at.
It's Hannah Social.
Everybody's like, Hannah who? Okay, I'm going to tell you guys one more time. Check the chat because we can't. For some reason, I can't pin her because I'm visiting. It's at Hannah Social Search Marketing. So make sure you're following her.
And she's on she's on.
She's at me. She's right here. Yeah,
she's really helpful.
Thank you. Yeah, Yessie's got it. So anyway, that is her. Okay, she's the bomb. And also, let's say, because a lot of people don't do Pinterest. Okay. Hi, Sid. Yeah. So so the best thing to do is Hannah's super busy, you guys. So I will tell you, like, if you reach out, you've got to either go into, like, she doesn't really do as much. She's so busy. So if you want, I would go to one of her lives, get your butt up early because she's in the UK, go to her live and ask questions there. She's not going to have time to reach out to people individually unless you book an appointment. And she doesn't have time for appointments, no offense. So it's really, just to be honest, like, business mentors, especially business mentors like Hannah the best way to do, go in her live, follow her content, join her membership. That's how you're going to get right in. So just to let you know, just to full transparency, she's a busy woman.
Yeah, because the social club that we're in, or the thing that we do with her, the monthly membership, she is very responsive.
She's like, but and we're in the membership. Like, that's what I mean. Like, when you're in the membership, do it. But if you're just reaching out, it's hard. That can be hard, when you're trying to respond.
Listen, Hannah, you'd be really proud of me and Carey, because every week, without fail, like, we do not, like, I had to move it from Tuesday. We still were there yesterday working.
Yes, we do our meetings. We get together and do our homework.
Because we do homework, and we do. It's funny. I can't imagine being a fly on the wall. Like, Carey's doing her blog. I see Carey's face, and she's just like.
I was doing it. Yeah. So you guys, Hannah does it. Okay. Hannah's in the UK. Okay. And so if you're in the East Coast, perfect. So she does it in the morning in the UK, 9 a.m. time, accountability buddies. So if you're on the East Coast, how many hours are you guys behind on her?
5, I believe.
So it's hard for us to be on the lives. I'm going to be honest, unless you're a late night owl. So, like, either get up in the morning or do it. So that for the Americans, do the math on that. You have to look at UK time. So you've got to, it's going to take some effort. But if you're in her membership, which is very affordable, in my opinion, I think US dollars, it's what, $25 a month for all that information?
It's 35, I think.
$30 a month. That's your best bet, because then you can ask Hannah questions in there. That's the best thing to do. I'm just being honest, because not as many people do Pinterest memberships, right? And also all the questions. So business development, all that kind of stuff. She's helping.
Yeah. Learning how to, even just understanding, like, the class that you and I took, it was like SEO, integration, in Pinterest as a search engine, but also like learning how to mass create content.
Yeah, mass create. Yeah, she's got all her methods of helping you to be efficient, to know, and also to use all the things that are within Pinterest. Knowing how to use the software that helps you upload to Pinterest, knowing how to do that, it's really a game changer.
It really is. I've been experiencing, and you and I are doing this so much more coming my way as far as search. Like, people are finding me online a bunch more. My business has increased because of the Google searching aspect. Yeah.
So, like, my private readings, I told you, I've been just going, like, people are finding me through those means. And so then they're able to book an appointment with me, or they come see me in person. It's just, so I don't have to be so much on TikTok anymore.
Right.
I love TikTok. Here I am, but I don't have to rely on it because, it is what it is.
Correct. Especially when every time we turn around, an algorithm is changing, something's different. We're trying to figure it out. Like, it amazes me how on TikTok I'll have a video that's like 25,000 views.
Yep.
Right? And then the next day I'll be lucky to get 150 on the next video. And they're all, whether they're trending sounds or me talking, whatever, there's no consistency to it other than, oh, you got a lot, so we have to take everything away from you for the next 6 days.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of cray. And then also you'll be on a live, especially for what we do, and they restrict you because you're doing something of trying to promote people to go off the app, because you're trying to run a business by doing readings and getting paid, but people are being directed off the app, and then they signal that. So you just, like, it's a shit show. I mean, it's a shit show. So that's why, like, and this is what I'm teaching in my business program. Like, you have to diversify your business. And like today, this is just giving an example. So I work in two little and beautiful shops here in my city. Now I understand I live in that kind of city where I can, but like today I go into the place where I work. I'm already booked. My full day's booked. I don't even have to think about it. It's been marketed to by social media on Instagram. They have a big following. I promote it, then people get to know me, and that's how I get people who want to do it. So it has nothing to do with this app. You know, right. Thank goodness we met Hannah, you know.
I know. Well, seriously though, like I would say that the stuff that I've been creating and doing on those back ends have been bringing me a lot more organic
100%
getting me seen, where I can't rely on this. Like when I first joined in 2020, and I wasn't really creating a lot, but like when I first decided, you know what, now that we had to have 1,000 to go live, right? So I finally started going live. My business, like 1,000% increased.
Yeah.
But that was in the early stages. And now that everything has changed, I'm lucky. Like I would have easily 500 people watching my lives at a time.
Oh yeah.
And that was when I had 5,000 followers.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the people.
Now I have 30 in here now.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for every single one.
So this is what Hannah just said, you guys. So I have to tell you, Hannah also has a background herself, although she's really a business creator, I would say coach, but she also has a background in the healing space. So she is a certified coach. So she really understands the spiritual space. So she gets it. Like that's what's unique about her, I think, too, besides being extremely smart, very quick. And all
let's be real. She's nice.
She's very nice. She's from Liverpool. So anyway, lots of things to go, lots of things to talk about. Like there's so much, but anyway, so so being on, so now the people I think that are being successful on TikTok that are here, that are getting out, if they're starting right now, are the ones I think who literally go on 5 nights a week and they give away free readings. I think those are the people that are just, which is like, it sounds great. You've got like, there's one medium and she's a great medium, you know, but at this point there are a lot of really good mediums on this app because a lot of people have been trained, people are being confident, people are coming in. We love that. We love that for what we do. We love that. So this one woman, been watching her kind of, but she and I are about the same age. She goes live 6 nights a week and does free stuff. Then she has 600 people in her lives. And I was like, are you kidding me? She goes live 6 nights a week and does free stuff. Then she has 600 people in her lives. And I was like, are you kidding me? I would be so, no, that is a big no. That's a burnout. As soon as the app turns off, you don't have a business. That is, people are, and also really at the end of the day, and you know this, if you're doing that constantly, people aren't really doing the work on themselves. Think about it. They're getting exposed to it. They're promoting it. Yes. And some level that's good, but they're thinking that one medium is going to give them the link they need rather than not to say it's just us, because other people do education, but you and I are doing it from the perspective, along with our colleagues, of saying, okay, here's how you can tap in. This is what you can do.
We try to empower people for sure.
Yes, it's an empowerment. It's not just an addiction. Okay, maybe I'll get a free reading. Is my dad going to come in? You say, here's how you can connect with your dad. And here's some validation that this is something that you can develop. I just think it's a different metrics. I get it. But it's more entertainment, I think. I really do.
It is. I agree. And when I will say in the early days when I was getting, 500 people in a room, I was booking private readings. But I also charged way less because I was so not underdeveloped, but that was like 2020. I've gotten so many certifications since then, and I've gotten so much that, I think my business has evolved because I'm not as easily accessible. One-to-one is next level versus being a live participant. Yes.
100%, especially for mediumship.
Well, and I think for what you and I do, Carey, we're so, like we can't just like pop someone in the box and do like a real quick 5-second reading. Like
No.
we spend time with our clients. We give them what they need. We meet them where they are. We get like there. I take pride in the amount of work that I put into every single reading. So I'm not just a dog and pony show. And yes, I can do quick readings. I can get up on the platform and bam, 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 bam. I can.
Yeah, of course.
Prefer not to, you know. So I think my reading style has changed. My accessibility has changed. Boundaries have changed, and also I'm better trained. You know, and I'm good with having 25 or 30 people watching a TikTok live. It's just frustrating knowing I've got like almost 38,000 followers.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
like 26 people see it.
Yeah, and then what you're realizing at the end of the day is that at the end of the day, the thing about, as we know, business is always changing. Yes. And so and that's why we, like, for you, for me, Hannah, it's like we're trying to prepare people to have a business that sustains itself beyond just going out and doing the one thing you do, right? So because, you know, readings, when you're doing readings, that's what you love to do, right? You like to connect, you like to tap in, you want to be there. But in order to create that, the sustainable model around that, to generate that, you've got to put other things in place so that, because not otherwise something's going to drop out of the bottom and you have nothing to grow with, right? That's why working with people like Hannah is so helpful, because
which is exactly why we did it. That's why you and I did it. We were like, because we saw the writing on the wall with the tickety-tockety situation. And so like we've tried to branch out, and we both have a ground game.
Yeah.
We both have in-person ground game.
Mm-hmm. And it takes time. It takes time. Yes. Like I think we knew, we were like, this is going to be a year.
Yeah. When I was like, 3 months for you to learn.
How are we doing? We'll have to ask Hannah. How are we doing, Hannah? We're halfway into the year. Well, and I just noticed I was on my metrics. I have to tell Hannah, I was doing my metrics on Pinterest. I was like, oh my God, like, hello. I'm so excited about, but listen, it takes time to get it set up. We know.
We started this journey in January and it is July, and I'm just starting to see, I'm just starting, but I'm also not even all the way through the material. I can't wait. Like I can wait, but I'm excited because I am such a slow learner when it comes to this stuff that I know that everything that I get, I'm like, I've locked this down. Now I can move on to the next thing.
Oh, for
then
sure.
I can move on. But like, I'm telling you,
really got it, right? So that's the thing, like this is like a pitch for Hannah. It should be a pitch for Hannah. The way she teaches it, if you take, especially if my recommendation is with Hannah, is if you're able to do like when she does a full training program for 6 months, like that's what you really should be investing in. That's what you and I invested in. We did her coaching mentorship package, which is an investment and so worth every bit. You can write it off on your taxes. But for us, it was like the key thing, because we knew, okay, she's got a library in there of how-tos. So,
and we have access to that like the rest of our lives.
The rest of our lives. And then we also we can go into the membership to ask the questions and to participate with the other girls. She's got a new one coming in September. So if I were you guys,
if this is something you do as a business, what's funny is you and I were just not even going to talk about any of this stuff. I think it's hilarious, but like,
I know, we were going to talk about it. We're doing a mediumship event on Saturday.
I know, that's really what we're talking about. But seriously, if you're in a position where, especially like we're in our 50s, well,
60s,
60, yeah, and so like technology, we were there when technology was birthed, but like we're still learning how to navigate it and stay on top of it. And if you are a person who is trying to be a medium or trying to do a spiritual business in this environment, especially if you were doing it before TikTok and everything was a thing, then it's a very helpful way to move into modern society. To me, it's an investment.
So you guys, for pricing, when it comes to, just a little note, when it comes to pricing and coaching packages, just go to her website. So that's the best thing. Just go to her website. That's the best thing. Usually you can look at all there's payment plans. You can look at, and probably what she'll have, more than likely, she'll probably have some kind of, she'll let you know. But that's the best thing, because if you go in there, coaching, just full transparency, coaching is an investment in your business. So, I mean, like, you can write it off. It is an investment. There are payment plans, right? So that's the best thing to do. Yes. So just so you know, and it will be over that number, and it's going to be worth it. Like, I just did, actually, I have, this is something I do continuously in my business, is I leave aside money so I can reinvest it into the business. That's just part of it, because you only have so much knowledge with where you're at. And if you want to move ahead, that's why you hire someone like Hannah, because she can help elevate where you are, give you knowledge and information. You can write it off, and then you move into another income bracket. That's just how you do it.
Correct.
That's the truth.
Like, if you're doing this as a business, and this is your mode of business. So and it's just investing in yourself. It really is. So, hey, let's pivot.
Okay, yeah, sorry. We can go down a lot of rabbit holes, and that's one.
Right, Regina. Evolve or get left behind. It's very true.
It's kind of true, and especially now, I hate to say it, not to pressure everybody, but because of AI and how quickly people are doing things, and don't feel like you've missed the boat. You're still fine. The biggest thing I would say is to, I just had a brain freeze. Okay, but anyway, what was I saying? I literally went out of my body for a minute. What was I going to say? You're like, why are you asking me?
Well, sometimes I do know what you're going to say.
I know.
It makes sense.
Anyway, so yeah, it's so important. And that's why, and we're kind of giving you firsthand because we've worked with Hannah. So that's why we're vouching for her. We're not just like,
she's like,
we know. Yeah. Hannah. Yeah.
Hannah's like, talk about your
shit. Hannah, do you want to just be in here every time?
She's like, listen, she's like, girls, talk about your thing.
She's all grounded. Jesus. But anyway, so we did want to give a pitch for Hannah because we work with Hannah. We know the results. We know what you're going to get. We know the level of you will, if you go into a program like hers, you're going to increase your income. That's just inevitable. Anyway, and we love you. Yeah. And so we love her.
So we have a thing on Saturday. We have a thing on Saturday, which is why you're here.
That's right. That's why I'm here.
That's why you're here. We're talking about the thing, and then we just get distracted. This is real life, though. We get distracted.
That is so true.
So we have a thing. What do we end up calling it? I don't even know.
We're calling it Mediumship and Messages. I just put that on.
Something silly. It's easy.
It's cute, right?
But we have 2 spots left.
Yes, 2. That's it.
It's very much a boutique experience. It's a very private experience. And so we are only taking so many people. So it's the price tag's a little higher, but also you're getting readings from both of us.
Yep.
Every person.
Thanks, Regina. Yeah.
Every person gets a reading from both of us. So like, and Carey and I feed off of each other energetically. If you remember anything about when we were together in Oregon, that was insane. It was so good. All the good things. So we're excited to do this and offer it on Zoom. And so check it out. Like either one of our websites or our profiles, you can check it out. But yeah, there's only 2 spots left, and that's going to be Saturday night.
And we're doing a lot together this weekend. Sunday. Mm-hmm. So, and I think most of you guys know, but if you don't know already, so Lorenda and I we decided this year that we were going to start doing something consistently, not only with our businesses, but with our work. So hi, Alicia. So we, twice a month on Sundays in the late afternoon, early evening, we have our own live broadcast. So we live broadcast from YouTube primarily. Probably we'll be doing for TikTok too, I guess, at some point as well. I just haven't done that as much because I'm just
we pretty much right now just do YouTube.
This is it. Yeah, exactly. So Lorenda and I decided that what we really we're excited about is doing trance channeling together. And that's what we both felt our guides were moving us in that direction, because that felt And so we're titling it the channeling experiment, because I'm going to let Lorenda talk about this. This is truly a channeling experiment, because every time we come together, remember, when we're doing trance channeling, we are holding the space for different entities to come through, and then we're channeling them, fully channeling them for that evening. And so we're bringing through whatever messages they want us to give us, messages, insight, guidance. Yes. Oh yeah. So I'm going to take off because Hannah asked a question, Lorenda. So
thank you for asking, Hannah. So I would love to explain trance channeling, trance mediumship. So there's different levels of connecting and bringing through spirit, right? So what as a mental medium, for instance, so which is 90% of what you and I do, right, Carey? Like we do mostly mental mediumship. When we're connecting, someone pays us for a reading. We might do psychic, but really realistically, even with psychic, it's still, I'm bringing in dead people. Like that's all there is to it, right? They're coming in anyway. They're just like, hi, I know you were just like doing the thing, but we're here. So since we're here.
Anybody there? Can we have a conversation?
And plus, I utilize my guides for those. So it's still mediumship. Anyway, so we'll be getting messages, but the messages come in and me, Lorenda, Carey, the human, interprets and says, or we say what we get, right? Now, when we talk about channeling can come in as a stream of consciousness that takes over and we speak. We might speak the consciousness or that stream. So you're saying something, your brain's going, ooh, that's not me talking. This is kind of cool. And you just let it flow, right? That's channeling or inspirational speaking. Some people do channeled writing, okay, journaling, where they just write the first thing that comes to their mind. Yeah, and that's just that stream of consciousness is coming from the other side. Trance, on the other hand, is a whole other ball game, and it is so cool. It's where you allow the spirit to step into and blend with your energy. You are allowing them to use your vocal cords. And yes, that's exactly, it's just like Bashar. That's exactly what we're doing. The spirit uses our vocal cords to speak. And then that way, my brain is not having to process anything. My brain is not having to pull through the Rolodex of information to try to interpret anything, to make anything make sense for the person sitting in front of them. None of that. It's just the spirit steps in and speaks. So, and Carey and I work very closely with our spirit team, with our guides, and they're the ones, honestly, props to them, because I don't know that we could do it as well. No, I know we couldn't do it the way that we do it without them adjusting our vibration. So our vibration matches the spirits so they can blend with us and speak. And so like, we're just giving spirit a voice. We're giving spirit the platform. And it's just seeing people over here.
And you said you gave us a platform.
Right. They're like, how about now?
Well, I just have to say really fast, I don't want to stop your role, but I'm literally listening to our spirit guides, who are friends, by the way.
They are friends.
And we didn't know our spirit guides were friends. Hello. And I hear them whispering. They're like, oh, this is so lovely.
I got like goosebumps. I have goosebumps
together again. I'm like, oh my God. They're like, they landed the plane again. Oh my gosh. They finally got the memo. They're like, we're the wing nuts. I don't mean that in a mean way to us. I don't. I mean that in a really loving way. But it's, imagine having two fairies floating around. They found each other. The two fairies actually found each other. And then the spirit guides are like, this way, this way. It's like a plane. Go this way, then go that way. Land here.
No. Get back over here.
Do the thing here. And then speak. That's
I wonder if our spirit guides feel like with you and I, it's like herding cats.
I think it's true. And my cat's like, don't insult cats. My cat's like,
listen,
put me in that. My cat's like, don't put me in that category. Hello. Like, why you got a problem with cats?
Yeah, our guides do. I feel like our guides just pretty much eye roll us a lot of times too. They're like, oh, for God's sake, why are they derailing again? We
Like,
have
what's
work
the
to
point
do.
of the conversation? Oh my God.
Yep. So anyway, we do this experiment because we thought it'd be fun to add something else to our calendar, but we've had so much fun with it.
And
It's mind
so
blowing.
much more than us. And what's so amazing is that this is what's great about it. You know, Lorenda and I don't claim to be the authorities of everything. We show up and we feel more like guides. We feel more like guides.
Yeah.
Like our guides. And honestly, and like we're also learning alongside. And that's what we're sharing with the audience. I think that's what really also is so beautiful is that we both are sort of debriefing after the channelings, and we're saying, what did they say? What did you learn? What does everyone in the audience think? So it's a really interconnected experience, and it feels a lot like everyone's in it, kind of going to, hi Ruthie. Oh my God, I haven't seen her forever. Yeah, so it has a whole different flavor to it in that regard, I think, because of, hi everybody, hi Ruthie. And what I think that's refreshing. I also think that it's informing the work we're doing, both you and I,
yes,
for what we're doing with our clients and our students. And that's us to us. We've talked about this so many times. That to us is when you are also on your spiritual path as a mentor. You're not just like, I've got all the information and you come to me. That's, to me, so disingenuous of understanding that we're all sitting at a round table together. We are not on a hierarchical structure, and we're all learning alongside and going, isn't that cool what we just learned? What did we just discover? That's what I've always said. The best mentors you've ever had are the ones that where you can tell they're also on their journey and they're learning the same.
Well, and I think you and I, as we are chronic learners. Like, we will always be taking classes. We're always trying to learn something new. We're always trying to expand. So when I remember you were like, when are you going to teach classes? I'm like, I'm not teaching any classes. Here we are. But I had said, okay.
Teaching classes. I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah. And I was like, well, okay, I'll step into that space of teaching classes because I have had some really great mentors, and it'd be a shame to let the info stop you, right? But how do I do that? Create a safe space to teach what I do know, but also allow my guides to teach me more.
Yes, that's right. Right.
I don't know. It depends. I think it varies, Lucy, on the person.
There's some people that say that about birthmarks. I don't have any fast and hard evidence. It's an interesting thing to study, do case studies about. Yeah. We can talk more about that later. I love that point when it comes to things that come through from lifetime to lifetime, because I think there are.
Well, and we actually talked about that last night in class. We talked about that, but from an energetic, we talked natural law last night. We went back to the ethereal atomic law that I'm really obsessed with right now.
Oh, you shared that. I love
that.
And
understanding like the energetic connection of how when people come into our energy, but then like we really deep dive that goes back to ancestral work and all the things. So we actually did a part of our meditation, brought in the alchemist guide. And then, oh, by the way, speaking of trance channeling, all of a sudden my alchemist, I, Lorenda, am doing the meditation. And then all of a sudden I hear my voice change and everything shifted. I'm like, oh, my alchemist was tired of me talking for her. So she just finished the meditation but then like guided them to do things that I would never have known to do, which goes back to what I was saying. When you and I teach class, we go in with the intention of, I am going to learn just as much as the people I'm teaching. Mm-hmm. What am I learning today? Not just, and we ask our guides the same thing. Okay, we're going to connect to our joy guide. What are you learning? What am I learning from you today? What are you learning from me today? Yeah. Like there's an energy exchange of learning happening in the round table, as you put it, that round table. There's no person sitting at the front of the class. It's truly a round table of learning. And that's how you and I both teach. Yes, we are the quote unquote authority on some things, but I mean, like, because that's otherwise we wouldn't be teaching a class. Like we have access to information. That's what I mean by authority. We have access to information that maybe others in the class didn't. So we bring that, but at the same time, I allow spirit to really run the class.
Yes.
And you do too. Like spirit writes you're like, I'm doing a blog, which is funny because I'm not.
What did I just read? I know. It's true.
And your guides do the same thing with your classes. Like they really, they push you and guide you and take you down the paths. And when you stray from those paths, you're like, it didn't land.
They've been shutting the doors. I think it's also fascinating to know about, again, that goes back to also, though, I should qualify this by saying, I think when you are in the role of being a mentor, though, the thing that is important is to know how to hold space for people. Yes. And to know how to hold. So, I mean, obviously the integrity is probably very obvious that you wouldn't want to have integrity, but also not being a human in the middle of all that, but holding space so that your challenges, issues, shadow doesn't overlay onto your students. Now that's important not to have that happen, I would say. And as my mentor says, Marin, who's my high priestess mentor, she says, you know, when she's holding space for women that are going through the most the most gut wrenching, difficult, challenging things ever. And then she is literally the vessel. So she's being that channel of holding the space. It doesn't become about Marin and her pain, because when her pain gets processed, yes, but not when she's holding the space for other women. That's an important thing. And that's why, honestly, I think there is a level of preparation in your energy when you know you're going to step into mentorship. You'll know Absolutely. It. And it's not, no one knows what that timeline is except for you and your guides. And so I think that it's funny to me, you saying you weren't a teacher. I was like, of course you're a teacher. You've been teaching your whole life. But also I think it's just in your imprint to hold space for people.
Which is funny, because remember that whole conversation that happened with that other party, that other person that was involved in that?
Yeah.
When that person said, Lorenda, I can't believe that you just helped me with that situation because I didn't think you could hold space for people. I'm like, you just like throat punched me just then.
Yeah, I know it. Plus,
you know, and I was like,
other things that we are so glad we are not a part of.
Yeah. But it's just, but it's so true. Like you have to hold space for people. I've been teaching dance for 38. This is my 38th year teaching dance. 38 years. Wow. You have to hold space for people. You have to meet.
You started when you're 5. Is that what you're trying to say?
It. I started teaching when I was 5. But like seriously, and so when I teach even my development classes, but also even going back to our Sunday, our 2 times a month channeling experiment, because you and I have that ability to hold the space, that is required. That is required. If you're going to do trance, like full trance channeling where you are giving over to the spirit, you're giving over, that can be such a happy place to be in. And I tell you what, those spirits can be all chitty chatty.
Oh my.
You could be there for an hour and they're just like dropping the knowledge and like, there's no concept of time.
Totally true.
Right? So it's helpful to have a battery. It's helpful to have someone there holding the space, holding the energy, asking the questions, encouraging that. And you and I are really, that's something that we do very well. Like,
yeah, we do that well. And I also think like when we're doing that, we're getting the information that's another thing when you're holding space for someone, you're channeling in what the questions are. We've talked about that, like that. And I swear, like last week, you know, when we were channeling, the week before last, see what I mean? Time. So and you've known this, you brought in some very big energies before, you and I both, that I think if we were on our own, wouldn't probably have been as possible to do it in the way. Like we brought it through these big, like masculine energies, and even it's just powerful energies. That's not just masculine. Yes. But and then having someone who can help navigate. So a lot of that definitely has so much to do with just being, like you said, a continual learner, holding space, knowing, you know, how to direct energy, things of that nature. That does take experience and time. So I know that, you know, people get excited about teaching, and I love that for people. And you'll know when your time's right. Like, And you will kind of get smacked around if it's not the right time, in a nice way,
It's true. It's true. In a loving way.
in a loving way, sort of.
Sort of.
So,
But it is pretty cool because on Sundays when we do that, it's free. It's on the tube of the U things. And
Ruth is like, is it nice? Not always. Not always. Sometimes there's a little bit. But then again, I don't know if I've been around someone really who's teaching who probably shouldn't be teaching. I don't think I have anybody like that in my atmosphere.
No, because we break all those things, and we see people coming, and we're like in our aura, our shadows, our inner knowing says.
Yeah. Now, ego and a power trip. Okay, we could go on, but we don't want to. But anyway, ego and a power trip. Ego and a power trip is definitely something that is on. You'll see and you'll know, and it's always like the thing to know if you're with a mentor or a teacher or a class. Doesn't matter. That could be anybody. Doesn't matter who they are. If you don't feel a sense of connection and a sense of just a sense of goodness, a sense of kindness, a sense of ethics and integrity, then more than likely you're probably tapping into some kind of an other energy. Within your own space. It could be your lesson. Listen, I had my own experience like that in my 20s with some of my teachers. But I came out on the other side and learned a lot from it. So it's still, it ends up being there. So anyway, what I mean.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Well, I do love our Sundays, and I love our learning time together. I think that's where you and I vibe most. Like we really do, because we're curious.
Yeah, I think so too.
And we don't just take it on face value.
Right, that's true.
We're like,
okay,
St. Clair coming through. We were like, when I came out, I was like, I don't think St. Clair is the patron saint of music. Isn't that Cecilia? And so we're deep diving. We're like, what's
exactly?
But then there turned out to be a connection, like the Franciscan order, who I had just channeled St. Francis 2 weeks prior.
That was amazing.
Not knowing
all the saints. That to me is so fascinating that you're channeling all the saints right now. I was told in my trance class at Reverend Glenda's house, like by another practitioner we were in trance class. Yeah. Trance channel told me that I would be connecting to people in that divine realm. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Didn't even take it serious. Not that I didn't take it seriously. I just didn't. Probably forgot about it.
Yeah. And then it happened again. And I'm like, oh, not only that, we brought through St. Lucy, and then St. Clair and St. Lucy have similar paths, like similar things going on. Like I did a whole deep dive on it. And then but things that I didn't even know there was a St. Clair. I didn't know. I mean, I think I did know, but I didn't know I didn't know. And everything that she said for the collective all came together once I did the dive afterwards. And that's what you and I like to do. We don't take things just for face value. We're like, so listen, this particular entity, whether it's a saint or whether but saints are better because we can actually go online and look them up.
Yes, that's what historically. Also, I will say to you, it's very interesting because there's lots of occultists work with saints, and I would definitely not call them Christian, which I think is very interesting, just speaking from the perspective of myself being more a neo-pagan sort of occultist. So I think it's very interesting. I think that many of them, because they're closely linked, obviously, to the earthly experience, and they have transcended so many things, that they can be such an ally.
Yeah, they really can. They really can.
The other thing I wanted to say, which I think is so awesome, and this is something for all of you guys to think about, when you do show up consistently for spirit and you make that space, like say you're with a group of people and twice a month you meet, you do a specific type of energy work or healing work, and you're doing what would be considered a case study or opening up. This is where you really you can bring in so much information and energy because you're not just doing a one-off really quickly. So you're able to, like, that's why I think you and I right now, because we're doing consistently, we're holding that space, why we're getting all these other gods and goddesses and saints coming through these entities.
Because we both have had gods and goddesses. You've had ET, like, oh my gosh, it's like.
I know, we've had so many. The other day, actually, like you have a live every Thursday morning, I have my YouTube live every Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we bring through one goddess every time. So that's conscious channeling, though we don't do, because I'm on my own. So, but every time, and we've been getting some of the most amazing goddesses that normally, right, we wouldn't necessarily hook in with. We've been doing the last two. There's a lot of ETs around me right now. I know, right, Ruthie? Definitely. I think they're coming in. There's a whole thing about that right now.
Right.
I think they're coming in very close. I think to all us spiritualists, who do, like, Ruthie's a mentor as well. I think that they're coming around us a lot because normally we don't work with them per se, right. Not regularly. Normally we're working with our guides or our goddesses or our angels, whoever. The ETs are like, hey, can I get in on this? Or they're trying to help us. I've been having dreams about them, about crap.
Listen, though, I love the story, though, to tell the story about how you and I were brainstorming on a Tuesday, and you're like, listen, I've got ships.
Oh my God.
In the clouds.
Right here. They were right in my.
Right there. Mm-hmm. And you were like, what should we're trying to decide what should we call our show. Mm-hmm. You're like, I said, I don't know, ask them. You're like, oh, okay. And like it came, and I'm like, wait, that
was good.
That was good.
Because we were like, because when you want to brand something, Hannah knows this. Hannah's taught us this. Make sure you follow Hannah.
We did. By the way, we did do the work, Hannah. If you're still in here, we did do the work. They gave us those words. We were like, let's do a keyword search. Let's make sure.
So that's why we're starting to get more traction on that live.
Yeah. And I have more views on those than any other YouTube video.
Yeah, that's the one we're doing the most. She's still here. I thought I saw you in there. She's in her jammies, probably hanging out. Cup of tea.
Yeah, we did the keywords. And then also, all right, ready, Hannah? Brag moment. This is what we've been doing. So then then the video goes, right? And then it's done. And then we do the link and put it into the Note GPT. Get the chapters, get the summary, put it into the ChatGPT, and then get the things, and then the descriptions, the SEOs, and then to plug them all in, and then we get traction.
For most, it's funny, Hannah, because
all that
the videos we have that are taking off the most right now are our combined ones for the channeling experiment, which I think is so awesome. It also just shows what do people want right now.
People want that. And we did do the research. Like we were like, well, what makes sense? What makes sense right now? What's trending? What we'll get? And you're like, oh, this is in the green zone.
Yeah, that's in the green zone. Yeah, I know. That's a really cool one. I know that did not come from us, Ruthie. That came from our star being family. I literally saw, like, right, you cannot see it all, but right here, I was sitting over here, and Lorenda and I are doing our Tuesday morning, we do our business meeting every Tuesday morning, and I saw a cloud formation. I just knew that there was, and this is not something green zone. This is not something I'm thinking about. You guys know that. I'm not really.
We weren't. We were just like, well, what do we do? And you're like, huh, I got these things up here. I'm like, and I jokingly said, let's ask them.
You did. Yeah, you actually did. That was perfect. So, but anyway, I kind of think, so in general, we think about that, right? I saw Lorenda and you live, and they told me, I got to go talk to Lorenda. Isn't that?
You need to talk to me. You need to call me, girl. Message me. I'll call me.
Exactly. I know.
I miss my Ruthie. Ruthie, like, I was not on my FYP for a long time, and I know she goes live. I know she does all those things. But for me, it's like out of sight, out of mind. But when they pop,
everyone's like, Ruthie's also super busy too. She's got
that's true. Well, and I'm not okay. I am busy. I'm always busy, but like right now, I'm not even teaching dance. And after I get back from Scotland, I like land, and then I take a nap, and then I go teach. So
That's wild.
You do all the things.
For real. What don't I do? You're actually true. You are a hustler. That's for sure. You are a hustler. So another thing I wanted to mention just about the channeling experience. So what I think is really interesting is about,
keep talking.
Oh, I know the Outlander. She's going to show that deck. She got that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You watched the entire season. Holy macaroni. We love that for you.
So good. That's so much to watch. I'm like, that's so much information to take in.
I know. That's a whole nother thing.
I would have to like take, I'd have to like take mental health breaks.
You can say hi to my ancestors there because I got my whole dad's side of the family.
I know.
We got our clan. I'm a Davidson. That's I love my maiden name. I like my married last name, but I love my maiden name. And Jamie. So something else. Okay, what was I going to say? So so make sure 2 things. If you want to get a spot with Lorenda and I, we have 2 spots left, just 2. We are doing our mediumship and messages. We're doing joint readings, 1 person at a time. We're only doing 10 people. It's a small, intimate group. So we have 2 spaces left, almost sold out. And that's going to be it because each person gets a 20-ish minute reading from both of us.
So now what we'll do also is once we have the registration closed out, we'll do a, in my opinion, spirit-led order.
Yeah, right? That's perfect. And we'll get that sent to them. They'll know their timestamp.
Yeah, and that way, if you're last, then if you want to sit and watch the others, absolutely be part of it, enjoy, but you don't have to necessarily.
1,000%. I love that idea, Lorenda. That's great. And then we'll send the email out because I have obviously all the email addresses, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
So make sure if you're interested in that, that is something you want to consider, things like that. And then Lorenda, while you're here, what else do you have? Shoot your shot. What else do you got going on with classes and readings? And then I'll tell you, and then when you're done, I'll tell you what I got going on.
Well, like today, after I'm done with the live, I'm going to be working on putting out my class schedule for the rest of the year. I have got, you guys ready for this? For my all level spiritual development class, Michelle Euler is going to be, she's Reverend Michelle Euler. She's one of my really good friends from Camp Chesterfield and just like in general, like outside of mediumship, she and her wife are like good friends. And she's going to be coming in September 17th, I believe.
Oh, fun. Mark
the class and teaching natural law. You know, I like the yummy scientific stuff. Like I want
to go down that.
Yeah. Because I think it's important if we're going to do this work flying high, then we need to understand the work down here.
There's much structure in
place, right?
I know, I love
so
it.
I've got her coming in, but then I'm going to be a guest in hers talking about, in one of her classes, talking about like past life stuff. So that's happening in September. And then it's like that 10th and 17th. I can't remember which one. I'm in one and she's in the other. But then I've got, again, I'm going to be putting out my schedule for like trance. I'm going to do a trance workshop. It's going to be on a Friday night. I'm going to do a couple of Fridays, like a trance class kind of thing. Then I've got Carey coming in.
I'm so excited. I'm
going
to take over Indiana. I'm going to take over Indiana.
I know. I'm so excited. I've already got the guest room is ready. It's prepped and ready.
I already have. I was just thinking today. Okay, I got to buy my shoes for the live event because I'm a hippie, so I usually most of the time either don't have shoes on or Birkenstocks. Not a good look. You're trying to like grow. I mean, I can do that in Portland. I can literally today. I will be going in with my Birkenstocks on. I mean, listen, they're glamorous. They're patent leather.
I will never own Birkenstocks. Sparkly platform shoes, absolutely a game on for me, but not Birkenstocks.
Of course, yeah.
So Carey and I are going to be doing a live event with said friend Michelle. Also, we're working on the venue, but we're thinking it's going to be on Camp Chesterfield.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
On that Friday night before Labor Day, and then we're doing trance. It's a trance weekend for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's going to be fantastic. So we get to hang out for like many days together, like 5 days we're going to be
I'm
together.
so excited.
Indiana will not be the same.
Indiana's going to burn. We're going to burn a hole in Indiana.
Yeah, it's true.
In the best kind of way.
In the best kind of way. So I mean that's pretty much what I've got going on, and I got a little slow burn surprise coming.
Ooh.
You and I worked on yesterday, remember?
Yes, I know.
And yeah, so working on a little bit of directional shifting. What did ChatGPT call it? A glow up.
I love that.
It's a glow up.
I'm very excited. Won't let the cat out of the bag, but that's like exciting. So I have a couple things going on, so I'll try and be concise. So the first thing is I'll tell you launching. So probably if you know me, some of you may know, some of you may not know, but a big part of the way my work is moving towards is really doing the work of the sacred feminine. So that means that, so I am, what I like to tell people is I am a priestess. And what is a priestess? I'll talk about those in my videos another time. That's a whole thing, what that means. In a nutshell, it means holding space for women and for their healing and transformation, holding sacred space in different ways. So one thing I'm doing is at the very end of the year, I'm launching a 13-month program, which will be very comprehensive, amazingly transformative, and stepping into just, healing, transformation, but also authenticity, et cetera, et cetera. But I'm also launching an 8-week, I'm calling it like the Divine Codes, which is based upon what I did last year in my Goddess Rising 7-month program. So it's going to be 8 weeks of, I keep saying the same words. I'm working on this right now too, but there's going to be a lot of really deep healing, which will be like, where are you holding probably most of your primary pain? That I would say pain in the form of what are the stories that are blocking you the most in this incarnation? That's what we're working on. We're chipping away at that. And then also you're going to be working with when I bring on the goddesses, I always work with goddesses. So everything I do is infused in that work. And that's going to go into like ancestral stuff. That's going to go into activating your abilities, all the things. So that's 8 weeks. So that's right now, if you're interested in that, just go onto make sure you sign up for my email list because I don't have that posted. I'm doing email. That's one thing. And then the last thing I'm doing is I'm actually, and this is just case by case, because a lot of you know I used to do a year-long program that was for mediumship, psychic development, and Akashic records. So I am teaching Akashic records in the fall again, but I'm also opening up just a few spaces for 3-month one-on-one mentorship. So if you're already kind of working on your abilities and you want that extra like eyes on you, I am doing that for just a few people. But also that's probably if you want to do it as a business, because it's going to be an investment, it's a bespoke private environment. So that's someone who maybe wants to invest in themselves is able to do that. That would be for you. So I'm only opening up 2 of those. I think I have 1 person right now. So that will be 2 more, just a few, because
and those kind of things take a lot of energy because we have to we're tracking your progress. We're making sure we're checking in with you. Like there's a lot of energy exchange. So I'm
teaching you my modalities that are, that I teach mostly just in my containers. So, and that's just the way I blend. So a lot of people, like when they come in to like work with Lorenda and I, we look exactly where they are, what they want to work on. That's what's customized about how we work as mentors. We both do this. So that means we can assess where you need, where, and based on your goals, right, Lorenda, we're working on like how can we help you build that? So right. It's going to be a combination of whatever your goals are. That's what makes it customized. That's what's great when you work with someone one-on-one or in a small group. Because you're not just doing a formulaic answer like, oh, this is what we're doing with mediumship right now. How many times have you and I been in like development circles where we're like, oh God, I don't want to work on that. I'm working on other stuff right now. That's why it's great when you work with Glenda, right? Or when you're working, because you're like, I'm working on the thing I know I need help with, not something that's not going to help me. So that's what you get. So that's all me. And then I do a lot of private readings, just like you. Yeah. That's my story. Sticking to
I
it.
do the private. We always do the private readings. We always do the past life stuff.
I know. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Susan. So yeah, like it goes back to also like you and I are constantly learning, and I think our students, our mentees, really not think I know they benefit from that, because a lot of times as I'm learning something new, I'm like, oh, and I'm processing that and I'm sharing that, and in figuring out how does this meet with my individual students. And one of the first things I will ask someone is, why do you want to do this? Not even what are your goals, but
where is it coming? Where is it? Yeah.
What's your motivation to even be wanting to say, hi, Reggie. Why do you even want to be here? Like, why did you come to me? What is it what are your expectations of me, or what drew you to me? Because then I want to make sure that those expectations are met, or if they can't be met, I'd be like, and I can guide someone elsewhere even. I mean, I think I've even sent people to you.
Like I know Megs is in here, Reg is in here. Make sure you guys follow them, please.
For sure.
I love it.
So I there's just a lot that we make sure when we're mentoring people, we ask all those questions, make sure we're meeting people where they are. Let me ask you this: when people come to you, do you feel like you get, what would you say the percentage of people are looking to be professional mediums, do this professionally, versus just walk a spiritual life?
Well, it's switched now, and I think it's switched because my path has switched. Love you, Megs. Love you. I'm sending you so much love, and big love to Reggie too. Another amazing mentor. So both of them are. So here's what switched for me, and I think this is just because of where I am in my life. I have half of the people want to do it professionally, and then I have half people that want to do it for their own journey. So I'm working with a lot of women in their between 30 and then their 50s, around that sweet spot, more or less, that are really just wanting to invest in themselves. And they have given a lot as either a mother or a business person, or they feel a sense and they're aware, they know enough on their spiritual path that they've got stuff they want to release, transform and do it. And that is also, wherever they are, is what I'm very excited about. Now, do I have a good business background, and can I really teach how to build a business? I can. But I also equally love, like today, I'm going to go in, as I said to you, I'm going in. I just like the depth and the richness. I think that's where I'm at. Wherever you are, depth and richness, that's what I do, right? And and I think it's because of my thing about this is why I'm now saying, I'm telling everyone, yes, I do priestess work, because I am holding space, going very deep, and healing with transformation. So that's who I am. So I think that I'm finally like, I'm like, that's what it is. So it's kind of both. I had a woman who came to me locally. Again, that's all my marketing that I'm getting from Hannah. Thank you, Hannah. Shout out. So, who lives locally in my area, just like you do. You have a lot of people too where you live, and she wants me. She doesn't want to do anything online. She wants to do everything in person. She's a nurse, and she wants to be trained on doing the things I do. So she wants to do angel healing, Akashic records, but she also works a lot with the body. So I'm like, I love you. What do you want to know? Like, what do you want to know? And so for me, I just love that kind of like, let's get in it. Let's get after it. And then I equally have women in my life who I'm getting a lot of nurses. It's so cool. This is what I was saying. It makes sense. But who are just like, okay, I just want to work on my own skills. Like, I work with the public and I want to learn how to come at the best I can. I go, I love that. Just where are we? What are we doing? Well, who are we serving? Not everyone wants to be a medium, but people want to do some kind of thing in the work they're doing.
And so the whole reason I was asking was to, yes, definitely, is to definitely have that conversation. Like, you don't have to go to a mentor because you want to do this professionally.
Mm-hmm. No. And then also
walk a spiritual walk.
The idea is like, you're deepening your relationship with spirit. And and your life. I mean, what I keep getting, and we've been talking about this from my guides over and over again, is it's simplifying your spiritual practice. Like really, and all the readings I'm doing are based upon it. It's like, it doesn't have to be this extreme big thing. You commit to something, it's literally, you shift your energy when you have your morning routine. You open up your energy field, you see what's coming in. It's simplistic stuff, because I think we're so in our intellect that we kind of go in and we do all this knowledge-based stuff, and then we're totally disconnected. And we just have to be able to come in and tune in, and I love that. And I think that that's what a lot of the spirit guides are like, trying to get everybody's attention. They're like, please simplify everything. It is we're trying to get everyone's attention. Love you guys, everybody. Love you guys in the audience. So that's such a long answer. What else is new? No, Jesus. Can I just give it 1 second answer? I can't.
You don't have to.
That's why I always say small group, inch wide, mile deep. That's my brand. Yeah. It's so much Scorpio. I could never, if I have so many planets in Scorpio, you're just like, you're welcome. Some people have already moved on to something else. I'm good with that. Like, I'm not here for the entertainment.
Now, on the other hand, there's me, who's like, I would love to have a stadium of 1,000 people that I can speak to. Like, oh my God, I would love that.
You would. I don't care about that. I don't care about that.
That's why I have the sparkly shoes and the crowns. That's why I do all of it. It's my big Leo energy. That's just
and everyone does. Everybody and everyone is meant. And here's the thing: everyone's design is very different, and that's why so much of like astrology, which is, I can't wait for that. The book I just ordered. Oh my God! I don't get me started. But anyway, but everyone's design is different. Jen Bossas Tarot coming in the house. I love that all our friends come in here.
I know, me too.
I love these people. Jen Bossas Tarot, hustler, amazing. So, and I think that's kind of, I think when you understand your own energy, and many passenger, that's so true. It's just about being intimate with your own inner self. You know your own energy. You know what makes you understand how you tick. You understand what's you and what's not you, right? So,
yeah, I agree. And being able to step back and recognize the things you're good at, things that you're not so great at, and where you want to develop, where you want, like, just being self-aware. I will say, if you're going to start on a spiritual journey with Carey or myself, be ready.
Buckle up.
Be ready to have to really, really acknowledge your strengths, but also your area, as we used to say in management training, areas of opportunity.
Yeah, like that, right? Exactly.
Areas of, not weaknesses, just areas of opportunity. Yes. Yeah, buckle up. And we're like,
we're doing one more shout out, because when people have come in, make sure you're following. This is our business mentor,
one more shout out.
Hannah, Social Search Marketing. We love her, promoting her. Please follow if you want to get more knowledge and information of how to build your business. Work on Pinterest. If you want an SEO training, you want to be able to build off this app. This app's amazing. We love it because we all met here, but we know how to diversify the business, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. So, it's so true. And
he totally blindsided her with that, by the way. She was like, hi, ladies. We were like, oh my God.
She loves,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Hannah, her astrology. Hannah, are you a Gemini? I'm coming in. Can you remind me, what are your big three, Hannah?
She feels like a Gemini.
I think she's a Gemini. I feel that in her.
Aries. Aries. Aries also tracks.
Oh, she's Aries. That makes sense.
I bet she's one. I bet she's on the cusp.
Yeah, and I want to see the rest of her astrology. I want to see what her, I swear to God, Gemini's in there somewhere. So rising.
Aries makes sense because she's she's fire-like.
Yeah, she's a leader. She moves fast.
And yes, I would say I bet she's got Virgo in there because.
Although Gemini and Virgo can, kind of play. Again, those two can play because of the mental, because they're both they're from Mercury. That's why they're both mercurial planets. Oh. So that's why. But anyway, so that's what it's all about. It's all about healing, transformation. So what do you have going on for the rest of your day today, Lorenda?
I am going to the Orange Carpet event. It's a VIP event because I love me a VIP.
You like a VIP.
I do love a VIP. I am doing the Orange Carpet event for the WNBA because All-Star game is here in Indianapolis. Like we have the All-Star game. Caitlin Clark is the captain. Oh my gosh. But also, can we just take a moment to talk about how everyone tries to bully Caitlin Clark? Like they try to take they manhandle her, and I'm about to
Yeah, you're like, let me.
Also, I love me some Kelsey Mitchell, so I'm hoping because what the Orange Carpet event is, and oh my gosh, the orange is the color keeper. Wait, that's funny because that's orange
that's a long-standing sign for Lorenda.
And it's a long-standing sign for me.
That's what I'm saying. That's your sign. That's your symbol.
The oranges. So anyway, Orange Carpet event, and it's where all the WNBA players. It's basically like a little fashion show. They show off their style, what they like to wear. It's a meet and greet kind of thing, and then there's a live show. And then we asked the guy that the rep that said, "Hey, do you guys want these tickets?" And my husband was like, "If I say no, my wife will you'll find me in the yard 6 feet under if I don't." And so he's like, "Well, what does she need to wear?" He's like, "Oh, probably just
something orange,
fans, fever gear, whatever." And I'm like, I am not showing up to any something color carpet event in anything short of dress, bling, and high heels. Are you kidding me? If there's a chance that I'm going to have a camera on me, I'm not going to be in a fever jersey. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I need to go do. I have to do my due diligence.
I always love all your footage from there too. It's so fun.
Well, and I always tell my husband, I'm like, okay, here we go. Here comes the 360 video, and every time he's like this.
It's so awesome. I know. I go. There's Matt Carr. Oh, there she is again. Like Matt Carr. Like, oh, my wife. There. He loves it though. You can see he loves it. I was looking at his face. I was like, oh no. He likes it. He likes it. He's a Leo. He has to like it. He's also a Leo.
He is a Leo. Isn't it funny how I'm an oldest Leo. He's an oldest child Leo. Right. And then my oldest child is also a redheaded Leo. It's just a lot of
things. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. So that's my night tonight or evening. And in the meantime, though, I'm going to work on I've got to work on my schedule. I have to work on my pin talk stuff. So I have time set aside to work on that. I might do that all eating lunch. I might go eat lunch somewhere. I need to support local because we have a lot of construction going on where people just have a hard time getting to our local restaurants. So I might just go have lunch locally, get some work done.
So
whatever.
So here's a little thing about Pinterest for Hannah. Hannah's like, I love him. I'm coming here every time you guys do that. Jesus, pitch my business to all the Americans. Right, Hannah? We're here for it. We pump our people up. But I wrote my blog post, which was with Hannah's method of dangle the carrot, just saying. And then I have now we're going to create the pins every day. Hannah's live every day, you guys. Make sure you're following Hannah because she's online now. You're going to have to be in your pajamas for it, but just get some facts. Listen. Or if you're in the membership, there's replays. That's what we do. So, but now I'm going to also dangle the carrot. That's her method. Listen, marketing. So I'm going to work on that for my new stuff. And this is what I'm going to say. When I'm talking about anything to do with the feminine and the sacred feminine, it's been such a personal thing for me in my own journey. So learning to bring it out and words to it is taking a lot of clarifying, understanding, checking in with the energy of how things feel, and also knowing how do I want to talk about this, because especially with something that's not common in our culture, And people hear the word priestess and they think, oh, that just sounds like something like fun. And I get that. People don't know what it is. So I feel like when I'm talking about it, I'm also having to educate. So I have a lot of my work cut out for me, because I think that I was just looking at someone had a post about, probably posted like in May. And it was a well-known creator. And she was like, and rightly so, she was like, how can you call yourself a priestess? If you're a priestess, then you're like, you better be really devoted to that goddess, and you better be da-da-da. And do you know what an oracle, do you know what the oracles of Delphi had to go through? So we're kind of having to break ground for me on TikTok. It's more on Instagram, but on TikTok, we have to do more education about what my version of a priestess is. And it's just mine. So I don't care what anyone else does. So I realized, boy, I got my work cut out for me. That's why they wanted me to take all this time before I'm launching that thing in December. Yes. So I know how to talk about it, because I go, you know what I mean, right? To everybody, you know what I mean, you know.
I do. Well, and again, this goes back to spirit meets us where we are in our journey.
Yeah.
And they respect what we need to do to evolve, and what we need to do to help, and how are we going to help meet other people where they are.
Yeah.
And so I feel like we're exactly where we need to be. And I trust my guides to put me where I need to be. I trust my guides to bring me the right people. I trust my guides to push away the right people. Yeah. You know, I trust my spirit team that when they tell me to do something, I'm like, okay, you do the same. So of course it's okay that you have a different, like you being the priestess is going to be where Carey the priestess is.
The current. Yeah.
Not,
is going. Yeah.
You don't just wake up one day and go, and scene, here we are. This is what I am now. It's an evolution.
It's taken me 4 years to even like put it on. I know, me too. I'm so excited about the Priestess Path. Yeah, it's amazing. And that's what makes it authentic though, because it's this journey for us, right? We incorporate it. We have to work through anything that might be of lack clarity, and we get comfortable, and then we realize what it is, who we are, what we want, how we want to serve, and all the things. So it's a very interesting process. And if just as an aside for everyone here who's on their spiritual path, you have to, on your journey to being, even if it's part of your personal life or if it's part of your professional life, like what Lorenda was saying, right? It can be both. If you've had lifetimes of hiding it, of it being, basically you could have lost your life. If you were a witch, if you're a priestess, you lost your life. And having to work through that energetic trauma of even knowing how to talk about it, imagine, like it's not just going to be, yes, and this is how you explain a deep esoteric principle. It's just not going to work like that. And to do it in a way that is not gimmicky, that is authentic, that is relatable, that people can understand. So that channel of that, how it moves through your chakras, your energy, your consciousness, and your aura, and then you're clearing out your aura at the same time. You're clearing out your blockages. You're understanding how you practice. So it's not just things. So one of the things I'm also quickly, sorry, Lorenda, it's another thing I'm going to be creating. I've been working with manifestation and the law of assumption attraction personally since I was 20. Right. So it's more of my own study, but I'm now incorporating it into teaching. So I'm going to be having a workshop, which is going to be on learning how to, haven't named it yet, but it's going to be on learn how to clear out and prepare your container, your energy for more abundance, whatever that is for you. So it's beyond the put it in a manifestation and say in affirmations. It's really understanding how your frequency is wired to block. And so holding they keep giving me that thing of like a container, a space. You have to hold that energy, yourself, your frequency. And if you have this sort of quagmire of blockages, we can work through that. And so, hi, Good to see you. So that's something that's coming up for me. I think I'll probably have like a 1 or 2 day workshop for that in the fall. Something that they're giving it to me. I've taught pieces of it, you know that, and I've brought that in like my and I've done it, but I'm putting it all into like a more of a like something that I know is going to be the most potent of what I teach, so that people will walk away with really knowing how to do the things. It's a combination of the energy work, the healing work, the spell work, the manifestation work, and the Neville Goddard information that is I think going to be wonderful. Possibly a little bit of angel magic. We'll have to see how that goes. Keep you posted on that. I haven't gotten the okay yet from the guides on that one. That's powerful magic. So we'll see. But anyway.
So you got a few things going on.
Yeah, we both do. So it's good. I mean, it's good. It's good to be busy. And then I'm off to do my readings today in person for 5 hours. Very excited.
It's so exciting. I love that you found this place that's booking you.
I love it so much.
Do you take vacation?
Yeah, I'm going to see Lorenda, but we're working.
Yes.
Anyway.
Well, yeah, we're working.
Thank you, Susan. Yeah, we're working. My thing, yes, I'm going to go to Indiana and see my bestie, and I've made sure that she and I have moments to just be together. We're both kind of going, because we're like, oh, we could book that. I go, no, we're both going, no, let's not overbook. We book enough, and then we have time together just to hang out and walk around without shoes on and have some cocktails.
Yeah. At the wine vault, probably.
At the Weinball, yeah.
The wine vault.
Yeah, good. Yeah, thank you, Susan. We're excited too.
Yeah, we're very excited. Yeah, Indiana won't be the same.
It's not going to be the same. They threw me out the last time when I was 12, and they said, don't come back till years from now.
Little did they know.
Well, you know what's funny when I went to Indiana, and this is obviously so reflective of the times, totally different now. Yeah. But when I went there and I was visiting our friends in Fort Wayne, so I wasn't even near where you are, and you're part of the neck of the woods, and the kids knew I was from California there, and I visited my friend in her school because I got thrown out of Oklahoma. And they said to me, do you have a beach by where you live? I go, no, I don't live in that part of California. You know, yes, technically, yes, but not the kind people are going and, surfing on, more so. But it was funny. Yeah, so that's the last time I was there when I was 12. So it's been a minute. It'll be great. I'm excited.
Yeah. I've lived here my whole life. So
I know, I'm excited. All right, well, 70,000 likes, Lorenda. Woo! Amazing. What a great live. Thank you so much. I literally was almost here 2 hours.
I know. That's okay. You're always welcome. I told you earlier, I was like, I have literally no plan other than to like show off the cards.
I know. Okay, can you show a few of those before I go? I'm so sorry. Right. Refresh.
So I did a few already. So for those of you who are new to the chat, the Outlander Oracle deck came out. I just got it yesterday. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Which was why I have my La Dame Blanche shirt on, because I am the La Dame Blanche in my social circle. And then my Outlander crown, of course. And then, here's the artwork for the back of the cards.
So
with
beautiful.
This one. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to be in Scotland in a couple of weeks. And so some of these were really cool, and conflict looks like the Two of Swords, doesn't it?
Wow, it does.
Okay, and then I love this one, creation, which to me is Empress. It's giving Empress energy.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, there we go. That way you can very Empress energy. Mm-hmm. And then let's see, decision. It's Claire standing at the stones. Decision.
Oh, yep, she's by the stones.
Good morning, Jen. Yep, see what else? Disagreement. This looks very. Two people.
Rams, two Aries.
Mm-hmm. Disagreement. Foolishness.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
So these are very interesting, but I'm not getting Outlander.
Yeah, they kind of didn't. They went more in with thematic of the some of the symbolism that would have been probably also, that's probably a good idea. Well, maybe not, because everyone's so attached to.
Right. Well, and I know with the tarot deck that my friend and I that she's doing the artwork on, like we're kind of combining the themes between the book and the show, so people know who we're talking about. But then just kind of and like I'm writing the book on it, and she's doing the imagery. But we have to be careful because it's copyright.
Yeah, I know.
So we're being very careful with that. But yeah, so that I'm hoping will be out by the time the show comes back out. Healing. Oh yeah, this is now see, I would have thought, honestly, being a huge Outlander fan, I would have thought that this would be the blue heron or the crane.
Yeah, it's is it a seagull?
It looks like I don't know it looks like a white eagle or something. It doesn't look like a seagull, but it's healing. It's just the healing card. But I would have thought for the show they would have had it as the blue heron.
That's so interesting.
Because it was so symbolic in season 3.
Yeah.
So symbolic, or season 2, I mean.
Yeah.
All right, helplessness. Oh, this one's a little triggering. Yeah, this one's a little triggering.
Definitely. That was so traumatic. Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm gonna go see this place. It's Lollybrock. Let me see if I can get a.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh!
I'm gonna go there. I'm trying. It's too much light. These are not going to be very good for camera.
Yeah, it's a rough.
Very
one.
reflective.
Yeah.
Even though they're not super reflective. Impulsiveness. Let's see, which one of the characters would we say is impulsive?
Well, not Jamie. Jamie's not really impulsive.
No.
He strikes me as a Virgo.
When is Jamie's birthday? I forget. I know when Sam's birthday is, but I don't remember Jamie's birthday. All right, one of you fans, when's Jamie's birthday?
Yeah, what's their astrology?
I remember when he turned 50 in season 4, I believe. 4 or 5. 4. I think it's 4. Maybe 3. I've lost track.
Yep.
I haven't watched them in a while. Okay. I used to know like all the lines, all the episodes, and it's just been too long. And then let's see, industry.
Ooh.
Oh, remember that was a key word in the very first episode. Well, if we're going to expand our family, then you're going to show a little more industry. Ingenuity. Oh, there's the fox, and then like in the background, they're on the horse carrying the flag. I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
Interesting. So like, yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. I'm excited. Journey. Ooh, the journey going across to the Americas or to France in general.
So true.
Yeah, these are going to be harder to.
They're beautiful cards, though. I mean, they're elegant. It's so interesting to me, the whole thing with Scotland, especially. And I think part of the thing about the energy of Scotland is the lack of conformity. And just he's a Taurus. Yes. FYI.
Yeah.
Jamie was an earth sign. I had a feeling Jamie was an earth sign.
That makes total sense.
Totally makes sense.
Yes.
Thank you for that, Jen. My little fact checker. So
Me first, yes.
It makes a lot of sense. I'm thinking about when you go to Scotland, the thing about it too is like, because it's your people as well. It'll be interesting to tap into your ancestors there. That would be something.
Like I need to do intentional work while I'm there.
Yeah, kind of like say, hey, I'm calling him in. You should have him call him in you'll call your ancestors in before you come.
Yeah.
Virgo,
yeah.
Exactly. Virgo sun, the facts, ma'am. I
Yes.
know. That's something I'm looking forward to when I go to Scotland too, because I track, and then this is the one thing I'll say, my Davidson clan, that whole lineage, like everyone's been self-employed for generations. Like I don't think my grandfather was self-employed, my dad was self-employed, my great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, great-great-great-grandfather. It just keeps going back that everybody was self-employed. I was like, that's for my pictures, and I get it. Yeah, see?
Same. All the way back.
Yeah. It's honoring.
On both sides of my family. So like my dad comes from a family of entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
My mom also like going all the way back to my family owning a textile business in the 1700s
Amazing.
in Ireland, in Donegal, Ireland.
Yeah, amazing.
But then I don't know where in Scotland, like the bloodline, like the DNA stuff is coming back as Scottish also. So
yeah, it'll be interesting.
I don't
Just
know.
call on them; they'll come out. All right. Well, I love you guys. This has been so fun. Thank you for listening.
Well, we covered a lot of ground today, but that's what we do.
Oh my God, we covered a lot of ground.
That's what we do.
That's what we do. I'm glad I had the time. Thank you for having me.
Oh, of course. I was like, hey, do you want to come in and talk about our show? So yes, we have 2 spots left. We have 2 spots left for our event on Saturday. Maybe they might be gone now. I don't know. We've been on here for 2 hours.
I don't know. I didn't know if I saw anything come in or not. Yeah, 2 spots left. And then yeah, I'm excited. And everybody who did sign up will be getting an email probably Friday, just to kind of give all the details.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. All right, love you. Okay, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thanks for your help. Thank you, everybody, for help. Thank you, Yessie, for being an amazing mod, and everybody else. Love you guys. Bye, Hannah.
Bye,
Bye,
friends.
Bye, Hannah. Take care. Bye, guys.